Martin, we're down at the Cock Pub here this afternoon.
Yep,
Can you tell me what this is about?
Yeah, I can do. I represent, or actually work as a volunteer for an organisation called Essex Shed Network, and in particular I run one of the sheds in Harlow along with a number of volunteers, some of whom are here today. And I was invited by Helen, who is the landlady of the pub here, along today because in particular there's a chap who used to be a regular here who died a year ago today, and he took his own life completely out of the blue, having been in the pub only the night before, no warnings, no idea that he was depressed, and there's a sense that perhaps if he had known about the sort of things we do at Essex Shed Network, it might have helped him. So Helen has kindly put together today to have a memorial for Dan. We're going to plant a tree, we're going to put something together to hopefully remember him. There's some of his family here, and some of the proceeds will come to support the charity to help other men. And the shed that I'm working in, I certainly can be clear that we have people there who have varying degrees of loneliness, isolation, depression, perhaps bipolar disorder, at worst some people with various psychoses. But we all muck in, we drink tea, we make things, and it sort of works. And people have told me very clearly that if it wasn't for us, they'd be sat at home drumming their fingers and really not knowing what to do with themselves. So we're pleased to be able to have a proof that it does work.
I guess what Martin was saying, are you Helen, hoping that there's guys who may come to the pub who might have sort of, I'm having a rough time at the moment, and you can all say to them, listen mate, there is somewhere to go.
Yeah, and I think it's very hard for men to speak about like their feelings or anything, and then it's sometimes when you're close to someone, they can't always open up. So it's somewhere that they can go, not even speak about how they feel, just get them out and working on stuff, putting their mind to something else, making them feel a bit better in themselves. And then if they would like to open up, then that would be amazing.
Because there's probably some people working in Harlow in key jobs, probably like yourselves, taxi drivers, hairdressers, who must meet people and say, I'm not sure you're okay at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's okay not to be okay, isn't it?
Yeah, and 1,000,000%. And sometimes, even if you do notice, sometimes they feel like they can't open up, or it's sometimes men think that it's a weakness, and there's nothing to feel like. It's not a weakness at all. Everyone has lows and highs, and they just need somewhere to go, and that people's in their same position sometimes as they are.
So Andy, how, there's events here, we've talked about the shed, so how are things going week by week?
Well, currently we meet every Tuesday from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, thereabouts. A few people meet on other days, but Tuesday's the main day, and I've been going since February this year, when it started. I'd never met any of these guys before, but following on from what Helen said, we are starting to talk about, we do have a lot of fun, a lot of banter, a lot of man talk, if you like, but actually sometimes there's a bit of seriousness in. We've got a lot in common in some of these issues that we face, to varying degrees, as Martin said. Yeah, there's a bit of stuff in common, and we can just relax in each other's company and not feel under pressure, not feel it's okay to not be okay, as you said earlier, and that's, so it's just relaxing from that point of view. And I think it's good just to understand people who've got the same sort of issues, regardless of background and how you've come to those positions. So it's great from that point of view.
So finally, Martin, you hope to, is this a one-off event you've been doing in the summer, or would you hope to be involved in more events in the future across Harlow and the areas?
I suppose in the long run, we have our base in Harlow, and we're only just getting off the ground, and we're based in the town park. And I see our events in future really centering around our own working environment, and we'll probably do things. Occasionally we'll have a sale of goods that we might make. I've got in mind that we might try and put together a Christmas fair based at the men's shed in Harlow Park, and it'll be things we've made, maybe some mulled wine, and the usual stuff. We might even get some of the guys making mince pies if you want to take a risk. So yeah, we've got an ongoing programme, and it's a democracy. So how it works is we'll talk, we'll think, someone will come up with an idea, we'll run it or we won't.